count on them. Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man,
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
26-yard line.
Set up, 60 or 54. Greystone, travel. Spin.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First down, Colts.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Second and 10. He's got Burton here. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Taylor, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready. 15, line. 15 line. Hey, wahoo!
Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
From the gun, Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Leo! Whip. Watch the whip. Ready.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Ready. 10 logo. Watch QB draw. Hey, my 2nd.
55, mark on 55. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Eason. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
To throw again, Eason. He's got it to Hilton. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Set. 60 outlaw.
54. I'm going to run you over.
They'll run on 1st down to Marlon Mack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. 18 Gator. 53. Hey, Alpha.
To throw on 2nd down, Eason. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long, they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Titans pick it up. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, let's go.
Now Tannehill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, Delta.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Shoot.
Here's Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the penalty, it's Henry. Anthony Walker, the other Colts linebacker with over 100 tackles a year ago, making the play there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 36, Tannehill, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
6-man.
Throwing on first down. Eason, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Iowa, Amani Hooker. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Around the NFL, the game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Ready, break.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ready? 60-or.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14-6.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Eason. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Eason. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
Set 50, plant.
Man, I got you.
Ready?
Now Taylor.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Come on.
Hey, Charlie. Now.
From the gun on third down. Eason. And he's got his man Hilton. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Break.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Stop your run.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run with Taylor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Taylor. And an alley to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, Haywood.
They run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Looking to run with Mack. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Go. You're out. Hey, stand up. Shoot.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds Corey Davis. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Down. 90 Wolf. Check. What? Squeeze.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Bravo.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it.
Now.
Hey, watch it.
Get ready.
Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike 58, right there.
Now.
Off play action, Tannehill. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Tannehill now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to... And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. He'll get the penalty yardage back exactly, 10 yards, as they'll get it to 2nd and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On the ready.
Check.
Go.
Motion. 58, boys, 58.
Hey, exit.
Blue down. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
Go.
Quit talking about it.
Let's get it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, as the first half is winding down, and the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Seconds left in this first half. A timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first.
Defensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8 for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there. Gain of 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 40-yard line.
Nowhere to... Justin Houston picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the
series, play to play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Coming to you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
William Jackson with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone.
A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about good old days.
They give
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. We ain't giving up nothing to
looking to throw on second down. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say that big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that they're...
Mike 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
Down. 60 or.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, Alpha.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Tannehill now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Henry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey, orbit.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Colts pick it up. The 20. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
On first down, it's Taylor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
2nd and 9 now. Complete to Hilton. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On third down, it's Taylor, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Tannehill on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. That sack by the DN, Denico Autry.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On second down, it's Taylor. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Hilton, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
A first down carry for Henry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That's complete to his tight end, Firkser. First target, first catch, and a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Bravo.
Here's Tannehill. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
On second down now, it's Henry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Tannehill now to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Eason. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Go!
On fourth down, Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Eason. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Eason. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Titans going to use the first of their time. We'll be back after this.
Ready?
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
On first down, Eason. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So it's to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
30 base.
Check. Walk 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
On the ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Man, that's trash.
Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Titans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.